Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tor're Sanz podcast. All right, so I just want to quickly address a few things here in this particular episode. Not going to be very long, but I just wanted to, just clear some things up here. Okay, so the previous episode I shared with my cousin Ryan and got some things off my chest. Had to vent, of course, and yeah, it was pretty wild. But that's the Leo in me. Just, if I have something to say, I'm going to say it. And, I know there had been some things said about me behind my back that I didn't like. So on this particular episode, I want to follow up with a few things, some things that came across my desk after the episode with my cousin. So I'm just only going to address this to one person. Well, actually, maybe a few. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it all on the floor and I'm done with it because we're getting ready to approach a new year. And in this new year of 2025, I'm just leaving everything behind. I'm not going to go back and forth and argue with people. I know that when it comes to politics and religion and race, it's a very touchy subject there, and it causes a divide in a lot of our friendships and relationships with people. So, and it's really hard to sort of like get into, especially when you're of one race and that person is of another race. They don't understand the struggles that you go through as a black person or a brown person in America. They'll never understand it. Even if they have faced some sort of adversity in their lives, they'll never understand the full treatment of what it's like to be a person of color in this country because of the things that we go through. And once upon a time, it was kind of like, when we said things, people didn't listen. They thought we were complaining. They thought we felt like we were entitled, that people owed us something. But nobody really owed us anything. It's just the thing that, we're trying to tell people, hey, this is what it is, and you're not listening. So, and that's your own ignorance, But everybody paid attention when George Floyd was murdered and it was all captured on video. That's when a lot of people started to pay attention and understand that what we had been saying all along was the truth. So, this political year has been really stressful. It's taken a lot out of a lot of folks, especially people that were on the left, for people that supported Kamala and Tim. We were out there. We were fighting for our lives because we knew that this project 2025 was a thing. Well, Donald Trump said that it wasn't a thing, but now that he's been elected, it is a thing because everybody in his cabinet, they're all about Project 2025. They're all a part of it. So it's exhausting because there's going to be a lot of shit hitting the ceiling in 2025. When you talk about reproductive rights for women having full rights, having the authority to say what they want to do with their bodies, that's their business. It has nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. I don't have a stake in that because I'm not a woman. Also, LGBTQ rights. There's a possibility that, the gay marriage, thing could be reversed. Also, if you are married to someone of the same sex, there's a possibility that, like, if you do need that your partner's insurance, you might not be able to get it. So there's a lot of things, and people that have illnesses, pre-existing medical conditions, medication, all of that stuff, it's going to be expensive to get. And if all of this stuff gets passed through, a lot of people will suffer. And like Elon Musk said, who honestly is the president, not Donald Trump, he said that, the working class people will suffer a temporary hardship. And if you don't pay attention to those things, then I don't know. I don't know what you're going to, believe, because it's blatantly in our face. So anyways, not turning this into like a political podcast or anything like that, but, I think a lot of people knew the reason why I was, very vocal about this past election year, because, I stand for human rights, and I do believe that women should have their full rights to say whatever they want to do, to make those choices for what they want with their own lives and their own bodies, because, that's you. You have to deal with that. You have to live with that. And I have sisters, and I have aunts, and I have cousins. I have friends who are female. So, I stand by them. And also when it comes to race relations, the fact that, as a person of color, we've been through a lot in this country. And, when the entire cabinet is white, it's not going to always be right. And of course, there's a few South Asian Indians in the cabinet, but, those few, they don't really want to be who they are, if you get what I'm saying. And they're not a representation of all people of color at all. So, anyways, I do want to address something. This woman who I was friends with for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. Her name is Kimmy. And I talked about Kimmy in the last podcast. And I'm not proud of a lot of the things that I said in the previous show. But I stand by all those things that I said, because anybody that knows me knows that I value my friendships. And I love hard when it comes to my friends. And there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my friends. But when it comes to kind of going back on this political year, it's like, if you are voting against not only your interests, but you're voting against your friends' interests, people that you say that you love, then that's not something I can stand by. I can't. I just can't support it. I won't support it. And I don't understand why she supports it. All right, so on her social media, she posted a meme that says, "If you can't talk to me, don't talk about me. My life isn't yours to discuss. You have your own skeletons you should be worried about." And in that caption, it says, "Stop talking about me, unblock me if you got shit to say. You ended this friendship because you can't handle losing. No matter what you want to call me. People that matter know it's all fucking lies. You seriously need help. I hope you get some help, kid." And then she says, "Run it back, rats." So a couple rats ran it back to me. And that's what I got. Kimmy, I blocked you because of the hateful things that was being posted on your page. The hateful rhetoric that was being spewed about Kamala and the Democrats. There's one thing that if you don't support a certain party, that's fine. But when it comes to name calling, being derogatory against, a candidate because of their color, because of their gender, or because of what they stand for, that's another thing. And that's something that I can't get with. I didn't want to see that shit on my page every single day. Normally I would snooze a bitch for like 30 days, but this shit was you were relentless with the hate. And that's the reason why I blocked you, because you, as someone who says you're a friend and you're an ally to LGBT, you're an ally to black people, brown people, you love everyone, and you're a woman, and you have a daughter. I just couldn't understand how you would vote for someone who was against all of that. And on top of that, you're having a field day on your page every single day. And it seemed like every time I would post something, then I'd get a notification that you posted something. And, of course, I call Donald Trump the orange turd, because a lot of people call him the orange turd. That's just what, people call him. They call him orange man, whatever. But, yeah, he's a piece of shit. So, and I don't support that. So that's the reason why I blocked you. I wasn't upset about losing more than I think I was a little bit more upset at the fact that people voted for something that I knew was going to divide us. And I knew that was going to be a horrific thing in 2025, because if all of these things in Project 2025 get passed, which I seriously doubt will get passed, but if some of those things do, it's going to affect us all. You're not a rich woman. I'm not a rich man. You said you had to get a second job before to make ends meet. You have a sister who is handicapped, who I'm sure is getting, a check every month by the state. I don't really know. I'm not trying to be in y'all pockets. But my thing is this, is that all of us we're going to be affected by this. And so that's what disappointed me. I could say whatever I want to say on my social media, and you can say whatever you want to say on your social media. But, you know, my thing is this. I called you out on the previous episode. Yes, I named you. Feel free to name me, you know, because I don't talk in riddles and I don't shoot subliminals. You know, I tell it like it is. So that's my thing. So yeah, of course I was upset that Kamala lost, but we all know that the election was bought. We all know that it was. Starlight, which was over the ballot polls and all that stuff, which is owned by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a part of the MAGA. He's a part of the MAGA community. So he's the richest man in the world. He bought the election. So Donald Trump really didn't win. It's just that. So, and Kamala didn't lose by a lot. But again, what they did was they hacked into it to make her lose. So whether you want to believe that or not, it's facts. So I also want to address the skeletons. I have no skeletons in my closet. Like I said, on all of my live streams, I've always said what was on my heart, what was on my mind, never held back. I've always been an open book. I've talked about my personal shit. So there's no skeletons, honey. There's nothing in my closet. There's nothing that you can say that will destroy me or make me look any kind of way, because everybody knows everything for those who have been following me since day one. So there's no skeletons in my closet, sweetheart. Also, you said that I need to get help. Get help for what? I don't have a mental illness. Never been diagnosed with a mental illness. My brother, you know, everybody knows that my brother was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar. I'm not bipolar and I'm not schizophrenic. I don't take medication for any mental shit. I'm cool. I'm cool. So I'm perfectly fine and I'm productive. I'm productive. I work a job every fucking time I'm scheduled to work my job with no problems. So I don't know what that's about. So there's no skeletons in my closet. If there's any, throw them out there so I can address those later. So let's go ahead and talk about Wendy Keller. So she posted on this random post by her sister Kimmy. It says, "No balls to talk directly to you. Cowards talk behind people's back. I never interfere with my sister's business, but this piece of garbage is out of control." Okay, so I'm a piece of garbage. Honey, I'll never be a piece of garbage. I'm over here living fine, just fine. Okay? So I'm not garbage. And see, that's the rhetoric I'm talking about. When Donald Trump and his minions say that Puerto Rico is a floating piece of garbage in the ocean, that's what you people think about us. Y'all think that we're garbage, we're trash. And when you get mad, that's what come out of your mouth. What you really wanted to say, what you really thought about me. So yes, but I am not a piece of garbage. And then she goes on to say, she's been your confidant, an amazing friend, loved you through all your heartaches, and you have one hell of a nerve to call her racist. Grow the fuck up and get a life and a job and stop hiding behind a screen, you loser. Well, I have a job. I've been working nonstop since I've been doing the live streams. I've worked at hotels. I've worked on the radio. I've worked from home. I'm back working at a hotel. So I don't know, where this go get a job. And yeah, I don't get that. And get a life. I have my life. I have my own life to live, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living my life every single day. I'm not on the internet just browsing all day. No. So I have a life, Wendy. I do. And yes, there were some heartaches. There were. But let me finish this. Okay, so you said, yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. DJ. Wendy, you could have just said my name. Tor're Sanz. She treated you like family, and at times she was the only one who listened to your sorry ass cry like a baby. Well, first of all, Wendy, how do you know that? I have other friends and I have other family members who I talk to about things that were going on in my life. And that thing that I was crying about was my mother. So do you not have any empathy for me, Wendy? do you not have any empathy for a person who loses their mother? Because you're motherless. You don't have a mom. Did you cry when your mother died or not? Okay? Maybe you did not have a close relationship with your mother. Maybe that's the reason why you feel the way you feel. But me and my mother, we were best friends. Yes, I cried like a baby. Of course, I'm my mother's baby. I miss my mother every single day. Was I not supposed to cry? Was I not supposed to be, confide in someone else who I thought was a friend of mine? Was I not? You're trash for saying that. You're absolutely disgusting, and you're trash for saying that. And by the way, again, Wendy, you're handicapped, okay? So keep in mind, 2025, when that goes into play with Donald Trump and the things that he strips away because you need the medical attention really bad, more than me, that you're the one that's going to be affected, ma'am. Okay. So you said you should grow up before it's too late and you're alone forever because people will only take your fakeness and bullying for so long. Huh. Hey, Mr. DJ, give it up. You ain't all that. I never said I was all that. Never said that I was all that. No, you think I'm all that. That's the reason why you said it. You think that I'm all that. But I never said that I was all that. I never said that I was all that. I don't have the best self-esteem, but I do walk in confidence. I do walk in confidence. And what I'm finding here is that when you allow someone to know what your weaknesses are, they use that. They weaponize it against you to make you feel bad about something. So you think I'm going to cry on this live stream or this episode right now, this podcast right now because you say all these bad things about me? No, fuck you. So you should have stayed out of your sister's business because guess what? None of my siblings reached out to her. None of my family reached out to her. So you should chill out. You should chill out. You should just, bust a U-turn in your wheelchair and park it, sis. And mind your business. Because I haven't had a relationship with you. I wasn't talking about you. I never reached out to you and said anything to you. So keep your fucking mouth shut. All right, so grow up. I'm a grown-ass man. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Okay, and then we have an Anna Dotson. Is he still talking? Anna, who the fuck are you? And then she says, good grief, he needs to get a life. But you know what? Trump will still be his president, and she starts laughing. She posted a laughing emoji. Well, Anna, I don't even know who you are. Honey, Donald Trump is your president because you voted for him. I didn't vote for him. Donald Trump's not going to be my president. He's the president of the United States, and I do live in this country. But he's not my president. He will never be my president. Okay? Because he's cheated himself into the presidency not once, but twice. So he's a criminal. And if you're proud of that, then be proud of it. Stand on it, bitch. But I don't know you, so don't speak on me. All right, so let's see here. And then there's a guy named Ben Patrick. I don't know how to spell this. His last name is Petrik. I was waiting for the day when he would go all Kanye West. Sadly. Ben, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I don't even know who you are, sir. Are you one of those people that just get on my live streams and just sit and watch because you enjoy what you see? You enjoy what you hear? You were waiting on me to go all Kanye West. Really? Oh, wait, you must be talking about when I went off on Miss J. Oh, no, you were probably thinking about the time that I went off on someone that was in the comments that was talking about my facial features. Like talking about my nose and, my lips and all that stuff. Saying derogatory things about my face. Because culturally, that's a part of my culture, my race. And when a person makes fun of someone's, like facial features and stuff like that, that means they're making fun of that person's race, their culture. Because, I'm proud of having this nose. I'm proud of these lips. I'm proud of these eyebrows. I'm proud of this beautiful brown skin, Ben. But I'm not going to go Kanye on you because I don't know anything about you, sir. So why are you in the comment section talking about somebody that you don't even know? You guys need to get a fucking life. Seriously. So, again, Kimmy says it's weirdo stuff. And that I need to unblock her and I need to address her. No, I don't need to unblock you, sis. Why do I need to unblock you? Okay, so first thing first. You're getting the message anyways. So anything I'm saying, somebody's saying it to you, or they're dropping it in your email box or whatever the case is. So you're getting the messages. So why do I need to unblock you to talk to you about it? Because I'm saying it right now on a public platform. So you're going to get it. I don't need to address it to you. I don't. Again, I thought you were a friend. I thought you were my sister. And what you were for that time. And that's cool. It's cool. Sometimes people aren't always in your lives forever. Sometimes people come into your life for a season. And we all know that. Not all friendships are meant to last. Not all relationships are meant to last. I only tell people what I want them to know. I don't tell people everything. I do keep some things for myself, right? So whatever I say is what you get. But none of you people know anything about me. Y'all don't know the real me. You've only spent time with me in Minneapolis and New Jersey. You've only spent time with me a couple times. That's it. That's just as much as you're going to get. So all this get a life and, before you get, before it's too late. What the fuck? I have people in my life that love me, like people that really, really love me. I have best friends that I've known for 20 plus years. So you mean to tell me that, like, I can't keep a friendship? Is that what you're saying? Like, Wendy? Is that what you're saying, sis? Because my best friend, David, I've been knowing him since 1994. We're still friends. We're like brothers. My best friend, Luna, I've known her since like 1998, 1999, somewhere around there. We're still friends. We still talk. We still hang out. My best friend, Kelly, who I've known since 1988. We're still friends. We still talk. My nieces and my nephews, they love me. I have sisters, and you know how that goes. Sometimes you and your sisters don't get along, and everybody knows that story. But I still have other sisters. I have 2 older sisters, and we talk, and I spend time with my nephews and my nieces and stuff like that. So what do you mean I'm going to be lonely? Are you talking about relationships? Because yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of relationships. I have. But you guys don't know everything. You guys don't know exactly what goes down in those relationships. It's none of your fucking business. You only get what I tell you. So what is that? I don't know. But I'm saying all of this because, and I'm going to be done with it. This is my last time addressing it. I did say that if somebody says something else, I'm going to say something else about it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm human. Okay? I'm allowed to go back on my word, just like your president. He lies all the time. And then he says he's not going to do it. I hope you guys are happy with what you voted for. I'm just going to sit back and just watch it all fall and burn, crash and burn. So anyways, I just wanted to address that because, and the racist thing. Let me just get this because I mentioned it on the last episode with my cousin, and it may not have come off too clear. Because there was a lot going on in that, and it was funny as fuck to me. I think I had some drinks. And I drink, yeah. I don't drink daily, but I drink just like everybody else does. Yeah. Because there's been times that, I've known, Kimmy to, be fucking toasted. So, but you have to understand when I'm on the live streams, I do drink, because it's fun to me. I enjoy drinking while I'm doing my live streams, so I have fun, I loosen up. It's like when you're at a club, you have drinks, stuff like that. So, I don't know what help I need. I don't need to go and see somebody about that because I know how to control my drinking. I don't go to work drunk. I don't live my life drunk. Right now I'm sober as fuck. Right now I'm sober as fuck. Yeah. So anyways, about the racist thing, I'm just going to list it all off, and then I'm going to be done with it. So let's get into it. This is the reason why I called you a racist. Okay, so first of all, you use the N-word. You are an Italian American. You're not black. I've heard you say the N-word on numerous occasions, and you told me, oh, well, I use the N-word because, because that's the way I was raised. Lady, knock it off. You're older than me. You're knocking on 60's door. So you know better. I don't care where the fuck you live in this country. You're not supposed to say the N-word at all. It's not supposed to even be in your vocabulary. And just because it's in the rap music that you listen to doesn't mean that you have to say it. The N-word, we already know where that stems from. It's very derogatory towards black people. It was used as a form of hate. People were calling us the N-word as they were hanging us from trees, as they were dragging us from trucks, as they were attacking us with dogs and water hoses, as they were burning crosses in our yards. The N-word is a bad thing. You should not be saying that. So that's one. Then, a little birdie told me how much you despise black women. You don't even like black women. Ain't that a bitch? And you done rode in my mother's car? Sitting in the back seat in Minneapolis behind a black woman. But you don't like black women. And you got black friends, but you don't like black women. Okay. So, that's another thing. Then, you told me that you don't like your daughter dating black people. You don't want her to date a dark-skinned black man. If she were to date a black man, he has to be light-skinned. Now, that is racist. Because you want them babies to be light as hell. You want them to be almost white. So, you said yourself to me that you would not want your daughter to date a black man. And if she did, he has to be light-skinned or mixed. That's racist. Number 3, we were in the group chat, and you said, after I jokingly said to you, why don't you give your daughter a brother? Jokingly saying it because I knew that you were done with having children. You said, oh no. But if I did, I would give him to you and your boyfriend. So you said that you would give your son to me and my boyfriend at that time, your baby, if you got pregnant. And I said, oh, thank you. That'd be cute, And then you said at least you wouldn't have to worry about his hair. Now, that's very racist. It's ignorant. So you mean to tell me that if a child is black, then automatically I'm going to have a problem with their hair? Like, you're telling a black man that. I've been black all my life. I've got nephews. I've got nieces. I know what our hair looks like. Our hair isn't always nappy. It's not always nappy. Some of us have straight hair. Some of us have curly hair. Some of us have thicker, coarse hair. We have many different textures of hair. But yet you said that on a group chat in front of a whole bunch of black people that's in the group chat, that it would be easier for us to take care of his hair if we had a little white baby. That's racist. And then I told you I had no problem with that because I love my nephew's hair. My nephew has like really thick, beautiful hair. Really thick, beautiful hair. And then I put a post on Instagram saying how much I loved being who I am, like black, and having the hair that I have, having the facial features, the bigger nose, the lips, the thicker lips, all that. And you were the first person to heart it. You're so racist that you don't even realize it. Because it's embedded in you. You told me yourself that you were raised like that. So yes, you are a racist. So taking all of those situations and putting that with, I'm going to vote for the orange turd who actually calls Puerto Rico trash, who calls black women bitches and horse face, because he called Omarosa a horse face bitch. He also called her a dog. Who has comedians on his stage that says that he was carving watermelons with his black friends. Who led an insurrection on January 6th with a bunch of retards climbing the state capitol with Confederate flags and nooses. But yet when Black Lives Matter was out there a week before that, he had a lot of negative things to say, but he said all these people that was storming the Capitol were good people. And he wants to get them out of prison. They've been in there too long. He calls black islands and countries shitholes. And you voted for all of that. He wants to give police full immunity, which means that they can go out into the streets and kill as many black people as they want and get away with it. That's racist. You support all of that. You support all of that, ma'am. So yes, you are racist. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this thing. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. Because I have a life over here. Crying like a baby. Yeah, of course I'm going to cry like a baby. That was my mother. Bitch, when you cry? Maybe you didn't. But I'm going to cry. Because I miss my mother. I miss my mother. So yes, I cried like a baby. I didn't call and cry to you about anything else. Did I? I didn't call and cry to you about anything else. I cried about my mother. So you're going to use that and weaponize it against me? You're going to have Wendy say all of that about me? Wendy, what the fuck you know about? I have not talked to you about my mother. I've never talked to you about my mother. You're fake. All of you guys are fake. You're racist. And that's the reason I blocked your ass. Ain't no friend of mine gonna vote for something that's against all of our interest. Ain't no friend of mine gonna talk shit the way that you talk about me. You had nerve to email somebody or text somebody and call me a piece of shit. And guess what? That person brought all of that information right on back to me. Like a rat. And then you had nerve to start following me again on social media, on Twitch. So if I was such a piece of shit and you were so done with me, then why did you refollow me on Twitch? I had to go on there and block your ass on Twitch because you refollowed me. That's weird. That's weird. I'm not lurking around on your page under a different name trying to find out what you're saying about me. No, the rats are running it right back to me, ma'am. So anyways, let me get back to my life. Let me get back to my lonely, lonely life because nobody gives a shit about me. Nope. And I'm actually getting ready to watch a movie with my nephew. Look, trust me, I ain't over here. Ain't nothing wrong over here. I don't need no psychologist. I don't need no type of therapy or anything like that. What I did when it came to my mother was grieve. And I'm still grieving every single day. And that's what real human beings do. They grieve the loss of their loved ones. You try it. So on that note, I'm going to leave it at that. And be done. Happy New Year. Bye.